Hello there and welcome. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the terminology around modifying the curly girl method. I feel like I've been pretty clear in my videos that I don't follow the curly girl method, but I did use it as a starting point to figure out how to style my curly hair. Lorraine Massey has recently pointed out if you are modifying the curly girl method, you are not following the curly girl method. According to Lorraine Massey, the woman who developed the curly girl method and wrote the book called The Curly Girl Method Handbook, there is no such thing as the modified curly girl method. I could be wrong. I don't think I've ever said I follow the modified curly girl method. I think I've always said I modify the curly girl method, but that could also not be all right with her to say, because it does still use the name of her method. But the simple truth is the curly girl method doesn't work for everybody. Everybody's hair is different. Since the curly girl method is the only one out there for curly hair with rules and an actual name, it's pretty hard to not refer back to it when it doesn't work for you and then you're out there trying to figure out what actually does work for you. And even though I don't follow it myself, I like to recommend it to people just starting out trying to take care of their curly hair. Here's why. The curly girl method is pretty strict. It's a lot like going on one of those elimination diets if you're trying to figure out whether you're allergic to a food and what foods are bothering you. So you can start the curly girl method if you're new to taking care of curly hair, eliminate harsh sulfates, eliminate silicones and drying alcohols, and stop heat styling your hair, stop using brushes. But then a lot of us discover that that doesn't work for us for one reason or another. In the age of the internet, we search the internet looking for solutions to problems that we're having, but at this point, we are no longer following the curly girl method. So the question is now, what are we doing? At this point, anyone out there who's come up with a styling method or just, wants to sell us something could come up with a name for their method, and there would be hundreds of different methods because there are hundreds of different styling techniques and methods already out there on the internet. I could call my method for caring for curly hair with seborrheic dermatitis the flaky curly method, or maybe the itching to curl method. But I won't. I don't really feel like that's useful. Since everyone's hair is so different, I actually think it's really great that on the internet there are a myriad of different styling possibilities and things that people have just come up with. People in the Black community have used some of these techniques for a very long time. Other techniques were developed by frustrated wavy-haired folks when nothing was working for them. I prefer to think of everything that's available on the internet not as one person's method, but as kind of a choose-your-own-adventure method. So try the curly girl method. If it doesn't work for you, then choose your own adventure. If your hair gets weighed down by products when conditioner washing, then clarify. Then maybe deep condition. Or not. Or use a leave-in. Then plop if you need more root volume. Or try micro plopping. Or dry plopping. Or wet plopping. Or diffusing. Or not. Clear as mud? Great! From the beginning, my channel has always been about what works for me and about trying to help you understand product ingredients so you can figure out what works best for you. So you can make the best decisions and choose your own adventure. Stay curly.